It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Lane USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Good morning, Sarah and Diana again. Ethan is still in Jamaica with Convoy of Hope, and that situation there is pretty dire and desperate, but I've talked to him. He's doing well. Aid is getting to the people, which is really, really difficult and challenging in an underdeveloped country when there has been a natural disaster.
Wow. Wow.
But yes, they are doing the deal and making a difference. So yes, good for them. All right. In some other news, a woman in Springfield was apparently stalked at Target while she was shopping. And then she drove home and the stalker followed her home and tried to kidnap her. And she had a 2-year-old child with her as well. Now the man, who is from Springfield, is in jail, charged with felony kidnapping, stalking, and child endangerment. Here's a good look at him. 30-year-old Joshua Allen York, police say. They say that he followed that woman and her 2-year-old while they were shopping and then got in the car and followed her, and she was unaware of that. The incident happened on Wednesday, October 15th at 1:30 in the afternoon. So just a normal Wednesday. Police say the mom left the store, got into her car. He followed her. Fortunately, traffic cameras caught all of that. Investigators say the mom was carrying groceries inside to her apartment, and on her last trip inside, court documents say that she had a feeling she should look behind her. And sure enough, she told police that she saw York squatting behind a car that was parked next to hers at the apartment complex. She yelled at him. He grabbed her waist and started pulling on her. She started screaming and fighting him with her 2-year-old in her arms. A nearby witness heard the whole thing, heard the screaming, ran over, and then the suspect ran off toward his black SUV, and he drove away.
Wild. That is
sort of like worse fear, right?
Yeah. But you know what? It goes to show, listen to your gut, listen to your instinct. Thank God she turned around. I feel like it could have gotten way worse, but thank you, people, for grabbing him and getting him where he needs to be.
And apparently they do not know each other at all. Like total stranger.
Wow. Well, onto this, a nationwide effort is made its way to the Ozarks this weekend at Home Depot. It was organized by a group called Disappeared in America, where organizers asked people to protest ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The group asked protesters to gather at Home Depots across the country, and it was apparently to support workers who'd been taken into ICE custody while working at the store.
I saw that online. I saw the organization of it before it happened. So
wow.
Yep.
Well, tomorrow is also a big day. It is election day on Tuesday. Polls will be open early at 6 a.m. and close at 6 p.m. In Missouri. If you can't make it to the polls
7 p.m.
Oh, 7 p.m. You're right. I'm sorry, I misread that. But 7 p.m. And if you can't make it to the polls tomorrow, of course, you can vote absentee today, at least in Greene County at the Library Center, from 9 to 4. At issue here, the hotel tax question, to raise that tax to help fund a new convention and event center. And that's been in discussions for a long time. So,
yeah. Do you remember that when you were at the park board? Was it even being discussed then?
Not quite. There's always been the conversation about needing a bigger space. When I was at parks, I feel like we were still talking about turfing fields and stuff like that, which I'm glad we are, because that helps with tournaments and stuff like that. This one, I think they're talking more trying to get some of those events that we just aren't even getting a chance. Springfield doesn't have a chance to get those because we just don't have the space to host them. So
yeah.
Do
you want to hear my 2 cents on it?
Well, yeah. I think it's interesting. I think it's good for economic development, but
yeah.
Here's
my 2 cents. I think that they should put it by like the 60-65 interchange in that land that has like long been for sale. It used to say commercial on it. Now I don't even know what the sign says or if there's a sign, but it would essentially be kind of by like Blackman treatment plant or whatever it's called.
The
60-65. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I think that a draw to Springfield is how close we are to Branson for outsiders. Like downtown area is cool for those of us who live here, but for outsiders, I think if they were to come to a convention center in Springfield, they'd be like, "Oh, isn't that close to Branson? Oh, we could go to Branson." Like, you know what I mean? I think that it would have a better
attraction. Well, I think location would definitely be better. I think the reason they're thinking downtown is for more like economic development. You know, you have your visitor center down there. You've got a lot of hotels, you've got restaurants. So who knows? Again, I don't know, but I'll wish it the best of luck.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's a big price tag, but I know that it could pay dividends, right? It's possible. Okay. Millions. How could we forget? Today is we should be feeling better. We got an extra hour of sleep. We have fallen back an hour. And if you forgot, then surely you have set the clocks by now. I don't know. Like your cell phone will do it automatically, but at least in my household, nothing else does it automatically. I have to go manually punch it in. Local Representative Jamie Gregg from Christian County says that he is hopeful this will stick this time. You know that the lawmakers have been trying to get, just one time, just one, whether it's, daylight saving or not, they've trying to do away with the time changes. So we'll see if it passes this year. We do know that Representative Gregg has tried to push the legislation 4 times to do away with changing the time, but that has yet to be determined. Either way, it is a great reminder for the time to check the batteries on your smoke alarms.
Yeah. My smoke alarm was chirping the other day and I'm like, they're all hardwired and they have the battery and then you got to figure out which one. So you guys just do it. Don't put it in the garage like I did.
Yeah.
I disconnected. I was like, it's just
what's
chirping.
So weird is even though when they're hardwired, because ours are too, and one of ours was chirping one time, I tried to put it in the garage and it didn't work. Like it was still, I'm like, chirping. How is this thing still? Yeah.
I don't even know how that works, but I had to call an electrician and I'm glad I did.
Yeah. Get that figured out. It's good.
Well, the Department of Conservation is warning of a bird flu outbreak. The avian influenza officials say that people have been reporting sick and dead geese and ducks across the state. Hunters are encouraged to dispose of their game birds properly. If you see this, you are asked to report it to the Department of Conservation. So no dead birds or geese, please.
Yes. Ooh. My son went hunting this weekend for the youth hunting and got a big one, apparently a buck. And what I thought was so funny is that the guy that he went with, it's a group called Cross Trail Outfitters. It's gentlemen who take younger boys on hunting trips whenever their dad is in Jamaica, for instance.
Or if their dad doesn't hunt, like my husband, like
or mine.
Our boys want to know how to hunt. This is great to know. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a great organization. Seriously.
Okay.
Because Ethan does not send Griffin to spend the night with anybody until he's like taken the man to dinner and like looked him in the eye, so he did his homework.
Yeah.
All that to say this. What was so funny is Griffin is 12 going on 72. He's just very patient and like, he's like Ethan. Soul. He's an old soul. Like, I feel like if Ethan won the lottery, even though we don't play the lottery, he'd be like, cool.
And he'd keep doing the same thing. Yeah.
And he would just be right here about it. Anyway, so the guy said, hey, Griffin got the biggest buck of the entire group. There's like 20 boys. He got the biggest one. I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, and he didn't take a shot until Sunday, like later in the morning. I was like, oh, yeah. And he's like, yeah, he passed up about 20 opportunities, but he was waiting for the one. And I was like,
how patient.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, I've never seen a kid exercise so much self-restraint. And I'm like, well, he is his father's child.
That is,
it's a good thing that he has his genes.
The future is bright.
I'd shoot at all of them.
The future is bright with him. Yeah, that's amazing.
It cracked me up. I'm like, yep, old man. I think it's because he wanted to get it mounted. And so he was like, I'm not mounting something that's small.
Not mount worthy.
That's not mount worthy, So
good for him. Oh, that's anyway. So cool.
I need to ask him if he saw any bird flu birds. I don't know about that, but
I don't
yikes.
know.
Okay. Finally, there are lots of people marking off bucket list items this weekend, whether it was deer hunting for the youth or running a marathon. 3,000 runners yesterday morning at Bass Pro took part in the Bass Pro Shops marathon fitness series. So I just wanted to congratulate them because I had some friends running.
So cool.
Yes, very, very cool.
My Facebook feed was blowing up with all the pictures of people who had
all the
run it.
marathoners. That's good.
What great weather for it. I mean, wow.
I think it was 31 at the starting line, which is a little chilly for running, but I'm like, listen, I was messaging my friends who were all nervous. I'm like, 31 is way better than 61, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because your body will warm up. You'll get used to it. It'll feel great.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
well, you wanted me to pull kind of some events. So
yes.
I did my homework and
anything of interest?
Yeah, this is so cool. The Convoy of Hope, obviously, there's a lot of work they're doing in Jamaica, but they are also putting on their International Women's Day celebration. And that is next year. It's crazy to even say, but tickets actually are going on sale today. And they have Lauren Daigle coming to Springfield. The event is going to be Thursday, March 12th, 2026. You can literally just Google Convoy of Hope Women's International Day and Lauren Daigle, and it'll come up. But it's so exciting that tickets are on sale today. So if you're a Lauren Daigle fan like I am, get your tickets.
They'll go fast. They will sell out. They will.
For sure.
So, there's 2 events. I do know that. There's 2 different time frames. You can either buy for a ticket that starts
4:30.
at 4:30
and I think
starts at 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's the same program. They did it last year that way, and it was really neat. So very cool. And then there's a lot of jazz happening, by the way. So there's some jazz at Missouri Jazz Orchestra at Blue Room Comedy Club is happening tomorrow night, as well as from 7 to 9. And then jazz night at Holdfast Brewing Company from 7 to 9 as well. So I don't know what's going on, but apparently a lot of jazz is happening.
That's awesome. Yeah, that'll be fun.
On Tuesday night. So if you want to get out and see some jazz. And then Wednesday, the Galois movie matinees are continuing. They have those, I think, run for the trivia starts at 1:45 and the movie actually starts at 2:00 on Wednesday, and they're showing The Manchurian Candidate. So
nice.
That's a good flick, I think.
Yeah, it's fun. I do love Jeff over there putting all that together. It's a neat little thing got going.
It's
at
a
the
good
Gilloys. Listen, Diana, you've lived here long enough. And so have I, until I met Jeff for this program, for this very program. I didn't know, but it's the Gilloys. It's not the Gilloys.
Oh,
it's the Gilloys.
The Gilloys.
It's true.
Gilloys. Gilloys. I know their jingle, but apparently I just say their name wrong. So sorry, guys.
I did too. For a good 20 years in news, I finally got it right. So there you go.
I don't call it the Gilloys because a lot of people I knew would call it the Gilloys, and I'm like, that's not right. So.
Me too, but I didn't put the emphasis on the right syllable until I met Jeff. So
okay,
all right. I want to tell you one more thing before we hang up here. The contest is happening. Don't forget, it is the Ozarks Kingdom Country contest, and this week we are giving away a signed Jalen Royals jersey. He's the wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. And that's pretty fancy. So if you're a fan, Jalen Royals, how about that? How about a free signed jersey? You can register right now at aroundtheozarks.com. Just click on the word contest, and then you will upload a picture of yourself in some pretty fancy Chiefs gear somewhere around the Ozarks. The picture must be taken somewhere around the Ozarks.
That's so fun. They do that.
Not on your couch.
Yeah.
Not on your couch.
Or in your room,
Right.
Your office.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Go to
go somewhere around the Ozarks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's really easy.
That's awesome.
Okay, that's it. Well, happy Monday, everybody.
Yes.
Diana, thank you so much.
You're so welcome, and safe travels, hopefully, for Ethan, and holler if you need me.
I know. Yeah, I'll have to let you know. It's it's
Touch and
when
go sometimes.
operating in a country that just had a Hurricane 5 category.
I can't even imagine.
It's a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah.
But he's safe, and they're getting, I mean, convoys, their logistics people are second to none.
I was
like,
even thinking about, I'm like, how do they even get there? Like by boat, by plane? How do they even land a plane?
All the above.
Does he parachute out? I don't even know. Like
all the above. Yeah. There's
Wow.
all sorts of ways. And it happens through relationship, like they know people, they work with local governments, local pastors, local.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Amazing.
It's
amazing.
Cool. It is cool.
Well,
okay. Well, that's it. Yes. We hope
Okay.
to see you back here tomorrow morning. See ya.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Monday. A little bit different after daylight saving time, but temperatures this morning are not so bad. We've got numbers in the upper 30s. The skies are clear, and it's going to end up being a pretty nice day around the Ozarks. We do have a south breeze in the forecast this afternoon. Nothing too heavy, 5 to 10 miles an hour, and overall, it's looking like a nice one with afternoon temperatures in the mid 60s. So a seasonal day, a beautiful fall forecast is what I have in store for you today. And if you're looking for some dry weather to get some outdoor projects done before the real winter temperatures start to settle into the Ozarks, this is looking like a great week to do so. In fact, a warming trend is going to be on our way. That's my big headline for you as we head into the new work week forecast. Conditions over the weekend were pretty nice. It felt a little bit chilly, though. Yesterday morning, we had that widespread frost all across the Ozarks. Believe it or not, I saw a couple of mosquitoes over the weekend. So I'm thinking the bugs might go away after some of that widespread frost that we had over the weekend forecast. We'll continue to watch a frontal boundary push through the region. By the time we head into late this week, I don't have a whole lot of rain, though, in the forecast. In fact, overall, this forecast is looking very dry and sunny. I have high pressure in control today, expecting full sunshine across the forecast, and a warming trend is in store for us as we move through the next couple of days. In fact, as early as tomorrow, we could be back in the 70s. It does look a little bit breezy on Tuesday. South winds pick up a little bit. This is going to help increase our temperature. But the long range trend here in early November, because yes, it's November somehow, is to increase the temperature over the next couple of weeks and keep it a little bit warmer than average. We see that reflected in our 7-day forecast with high temperatures into the 70s. We'll see mostly sunny skies each and every day. Low temperatures, aside from this morning when we're in the 30s, I think are generally going to fall to the 40s. So no more threat for frost or freeze. If you moved the sensitive plants indoors or covered them up over the weekend, you don't have to worry about that for the rest of the work week forecast. Low temperatures will be falling back into the mid 40s. Afternoon highs will generally be in the 70s starting tomorrow, lasting for the rest of the week. We also have very limited rain chances in this extended forecast. The outlook, when I look at some of the long range charts, are very warm. In fact, we have numbers that are well above average in the extended forecast all the way from November 9th through 15th. This also means that we shall see likely below normal precipitation through that same time range, the middle of November. So it's looking like a mild start to the month. We'll see what the second half of the month has in store for us. Not a whole lot of headlines across the country. Things are pretty calm overall. We do have strong winds and unsettled weather, though, for much of Montana. Atmospheric river conditions pushing off the Pacific Northwest. We also are seeing some seasonal conditions for much of the Midwest. We have our nice fall weather in place, and we're going to get to keep it for about a week or so. So some good news in the extended outlook as well. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with on Friday was about Halloween candy. What is the most commonly recommended number of candy pieces to hand out to each trick-or-treater on Halloween? This is a question I've always wondered because sometimes you just want to give the whole handful. The options were A, 1 piece, B, 2 to 3 pieces, C, 4 to 5 pieces, or D, a whole handful. And the answer is B, 2 to 3 pieces. That is, unless, however, you are one of those nice households that gives the king size candy bars. Then you just give one, right? Those are always the hit of the neighborhood, though. Congrats if B, 2 to 3 pieces was your guess. And I hope everyone had a happy Halloween and a nice, safe evening for trick or treat time. Kind of nice to have it fall on a Friday. That made things fun. All right, here's the trivia question that I have for you tomorrow. And it has to do with how much candy is sold through Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Overall, what do you think it is? How much, what percentage of candy? Do you think it's 25%, 40%, 50%, or 65% of all candy sales? What do you think from Halloween all the way through Christmas? What percentage of candy in the United States is sold during that time frame? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening early this morning, and I sure hope you have a nice week. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaum Chevrolet. Have a great one. We'll chat again early tomorrow.